everyone to the last video of the anatomy series. What a journey it has been. Um, so many episodes. How many episodes has it been? 10, 11? I don't know. I don't remember. I know. I actually don't remember. Wow. Anyways, this is the last episode, and for this last episode, we are going to be talking about a often neglected muscle, and that is the calves. The calves are a muscle below your knee and below your knee at the back of your knee, and they are the muscle responsible for lifting your heel up. That is their only function. Well, apart from like stabilizing your feet. So like if you're doing lunges, if you're doing squat, so that your leg does not do this or that much, your calves have to like stabilize them. That is a very minute portion of it. And yeah, hip like heel, lifting your heel upward, that is their main function. So to target this function, you basically have to lift your heel up and your calves will be targeted. Now there are two exercises for this. There is like a standing calf raise and then there's seated calf raise. Now you might think, okay, it's just a matter of convenience, right? Slightly not. In the standing calf raise, so you're standing up and you're doing your calf raises. When you're seating, because you're seated, there is a certain like stretch. The stretch on your muscles is more because you're seated, and it targets a different, like in the calves also there is like two muscles. There is like outer muscle and there is inner muscle. So uh, the standing calf raise like targets both, but the seated calf raise targets this smaller inner muscle more. So you can do both and target them both in a way, but the standing calf raise works, the seated calf raise even works well. But that is basically what the calves function is. That is also, I think, why nobody usually trains them, because nobody's gonna look at them and like one exercise. But it's really excruciating to do that exercise. Like you without any weights, just lift your heels up and you will feel this burn in your calves. People don't want to experience that burn. So what they do is they just do like, okay, you just lift their heels up a little bit. Okay, man, I feel a little bit in the calves, and they are over with that exercise, nothing, thinking. And their calves are small. I am nobody to talk about. I think my calves are small, but I think as a matter of preference, I don't really care about calves as such. Plus, yeah, they are not really fun to train, I think. Anyways, if you are into calves, I would say, yeah, go and train them this way. Standing calf raise, seated calf raise. And I will include another muscle which is in the front of the calf. So like calves are at the back and the front muscle. The front muscle is called the tibialis. And the tibialis actually came into the forefront very recently, and that is because of the knee injuries. So what basically is that why does the knee get injured, right? There is imbalance between the muscles around the knee. So there is, okay, you strengthen the quads using your squats, but people don't do deadlifts or people don't do Romanian deadlifts, so they don't, or people don't train hamstrings as much, so their hamstrings are a little bit weak. They might train calves, but their tibialis is not trained, so there's an imbalance, and because of that, there is a higher chance of knee injury. So to avoid that, tibialis training came into force, and then people started training their tibialis. So tibialis basically, if calves are to lift your heel, your tibialis is basically to lift your toe. And you can do the body weight, you don't have to attach weight to it. And I think that it's like a rehab exercise. You don't have to do them with like very like weight or anything. You just have to lift your toes. How what weight can you add? You can add like ankle weights to your toes, and you can just put that and just do like to progress. I think body weight is enough to just give a basis of strength over there. With that, we come to an end of the anatomy series and the calves video. It has been such a great time. This series has been my first one and it's been great. I've been really consistent throughout these videos और my पसीने खून पसीने का पानी and खून पसीने का मेहनत मैं क्यों पता नहीं मैं क्यों accent में बोल रहा हूँ anyways so yeah that has been the anatomy series. We'll meet in the next one. Subscribe, like, comment, share, blah blah blah. Do all that shit, if you want. But also, like, just do yeah.